During the Roman times, there was a slave by the name of Androcles who was treated horribly. But then one day he got an unexpected opportunity to run away, and he took his chance with both hands. As he was fleeing for his life, he ended up wandering through a dense forest for days, eventually finding a cave where he could shelter from the elements. Just as he sat down, though, he heard a terrible roar of a lion coming from right behind him in the cave. He was petrified, absolutely frozen with fear, thinking that it was the end. But then, when the lion didn't pounce, he looked and saw that the great big lion was holding out a giant, bleeding and swollen paw, and he was obviously in great pain. As he looked closer, he saw a thorn sticking out of its paw and knew the source of the lion's agony. And so, going against every instinct in his body, telling him to get away as quickly as he can while he still can, Androcles went towards the lion, took hold of the huge paw and drew out the thorn in its flesh. The lion roared from the pain, but soon after rubbed against Androcles like a kitten, showing his utter relief and gratitude. Not long after that, Androcles was caught by a patrol of Roman soldiers, and when he got back to the city, he was condemned to death as a runaway slave. And it was decided that he should be thrown to the lions in the arena, as that is what often happened to criminals in those days. On the appointed day, the emperor gave the signal for the soldiers to release a lion whom they also caught in the forest, and which they hadn't fed for days, to come out and tear the runaway slave to pieces for the crowd's entertainment. And so they opened the gate, and the lion started running towards Androcles. But suddenly it stopped in its tracks, sniffed the air, and then walked towards him, rubbed against him, and licked his hands instead of devouring him. It was obviously the same lion whom Androcles saved in the forest. The emperor was so astonished when he heard the story that he set both Androcles and the lion free. So two quick lessons from this story. The first one is from the lion. If even an animal can show gratitude, how much more should we be able to do that? So, may I encourage you to recognize the people who helped you to be who you are and where you are today. And maybe just say, thank you. Even animals know how to do that. And the second lesson is from Androcles. Help those in need, even if you know there's a chance that they may bite you instead of thanking you. Who knows? It may just change both your lives.